This is a PSA, a public service announcement. I want to share with you guys how being delusional quite literally got me to where I am today. And I want you to listen very closely, take notes, grab a pen and paper if you can, because I want you to do this in a way that will change your life forever. So you have to do it step by step. So this is exactly what I did. I was in a space and time where I was completely down, depressed, didn't know where my next bill was going to come from, where it was going to be, how it was going to be paid. I felt really alone. There was no one that I could talk to. And I just knew it was time for a shift. And so I followed this exact formula to bring into my reality the very thing that helped me change my life and get me back on track. So I became very delusional. Delusional in a sane sense, okay? Let me put that disclaimer. Essentially what I did was I set my goal. I wrote it down on a piece of paper, and for some of us that might be a special number. For some of us it might be a special thing. It might be a special experience. Whatever that goal was, I wrote it down. And then below that, I wrote all of the steps that I had to take to get that thing done. And I'll give you guys an example just so we can follow along. I wanted to reach a specific monetary goal so that I could manifest something into my reality specifically for my business. And at the time, I'm sitting there thinking, there's no way I can do this because I already can't pay my bills. How did I get to this point? First and foremost, was beyond me, but it was basically because I wasn't operating in alignment to my higher self, in alignment to my purpose and my path. And so I got back on track. And by doing so, I was also able to achieve these goals that I had because I really tapped in and sat down and got real with myself, made a plan, and took action. So, write down your goal. Let's start with one thing for now, something that's going to absolutely change your life. And then I want you to write the exact steps that it's going to take for you to get there. Be very specific. And then I want you to literally envision yourself taking each and every step. If it's getting a new job, see yourself writing your resume. Envision yourself submitting it. Envision yourself having the interview. Envision yourself actually working at the job. Envision yourself receiving your first paycheck. Envision yourself purchasing a new car from the job you were able to receive. Envision all of that, okay? Meditate on all of that every chance you get. And then this is the next step. This is the part where everybody falls off. This is the part where everybody claims to be delusional, but not really, because they miss this crucial part. Then you have to take the action. You have to go out and actually do each and every one of those things. Hold yourself accountable and get it done. Every single one. Even the ones that you feel the most hesitant towards, even the ones where you know you're going to procrastinate on, maybe do that first. You have to break through, because what's happening here is you are single-handedly reprogramming yourself to win. You're also manifesting and creating and willing into your reality everything that you deserve, everything you're deserving of. That is what being delusional means. Being able to use your own discernment to realize and recognize that you have the ability to quite literally change everything. And I did this exact thing. And when I tell you, I manifested everything I put on that paper down to a T. If you guys were watching me do it in real time, you would have thought I was crazy. But it worked, and it continues to work. It's worked then, it's worked now, and it will still work because I followed those exact steps. And most importantly, taking action. Because what starts to happen when you do this is everything starts to fall into place. The universe recognizes that you are doing the work, therefore it will meet you halfway. It will bring to you step number 4. Easy, it just fell in my lap. Okay, and now we're on step number 8. Boom, I just met the person who's going to make that happen for me. Because you're in motion, you're taking action, you're coming into alignment, you're doing the work. And then once it works for you that time, keep doing it again and again. And then all of a sudden one day you'll wake up and say, oh my goodness, I am a master manifester. Look at all these things, these opportunities, all of these experiences that I've manifested from simply putting in the action and aligning with the thought, seeing it and feeling it before it even happens. You've just single-handedly tuned into your highest frequency, your highest vibration, and your highest timeline. So this whole thing about being delusional, I believe it. Now, do you?